What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Hello, fellow explorers of the vibrant mind. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, and it's crucial for personal growth, and that's why we're going to talk about it. Today, we're talking about the power of inspiration and why it's important for you to learn how to become your own inspiration. We'll be exploring why inspiration matters. And to guide us through this journey, we'll be drawing parallels from the incredible true story from the movie The Pursuit of Happyness. So if you haven't watched that movie, I recommend you go check it out. Will Smith, great actor. It came out, I want to say around 2007 or sometime. So it's been out for a little bit of time now. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into it, y'all. So we're going to start off with the nature of inspiration, y'all. Just like Chris Gardner, that's the main character, played by Will Smith, the actor. Just like Chris Gardner in The Pursuit of Happyness, inspiration often comes to us in challenging times. Remember how Chris saw that guy with the Ferrari and decided to change his life? That's inspiration in action, y'all. Inspiration is often sparked by meeting personal and business related needs, problems that need solving, and exposure to new environments, like Chris was experiencing the world of stock trading. He didn't know nothing about stock trading. It was foreign to him. But once he heard the potential or the possibility of it, something resonated in him. It caused an attraction for him to, I have to know more about this. He didn't know what the result was going to be ahead of time. He just knew something in me is inspired. He was able to conjure up enough energy in the worst time of his life to find something that he connects with that's speaking to him, even though he had no standing, no foundation, no education, no knowledge of this particular subject that he was attempting to dive into. So inspiration can come from attending seminars and workshops, networking and meeting new people, and reading books and stories of success. Most people that do have a more common attachment or experience of inspiration usually have the ability to connect with people by networking. They're putting their energy in motion. They're turning it from potential energy into kinetic energy. So they're attending seminars and workshops. They're putting themselves in the environment to be inspired. They're reading books and stories of success. And they say when you read books, there's a transference of energy from that person's thoughts to your thoughts. And as you're reading it, you can pick up on things that person may not even intend it when they wrote it. But because you are you can find inspiration in a lot of different perspectives and lenses. You have your way of capturing the moment and finding something out in the moment that, even though it wasn't even the intent of the originator, you got inspired. Think about how Chris was inspired by the stockbrokers he saw. He didn't just admire them. He was moved to action, y'all. That's very important to remember and know. Action. Inspiration requires action. If you don't actually perform the action, you're just allowing that energy to go to waste. Inspiration is a direct connection with God, y'all. When you inspired to do something, that's a wake-up call. Wake up. You've been sleeping too long. I need you to be more connected with me on a daily basis. I need you to be moving. I need you to be doing the things you said you wanted to do, or create the things in your life that you claim you want to experience in your life. Why are you procrastinating every day? Why are you giving yourself so many outs? So many reasons not to go to the gym, not to go to the library, not to go back to school. Why are you stunting your growth? It's because you don't understand that you are the inspiration. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that tonight, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The characteristics of inspiring individuals. In The Pursuit of Happyness, Chris Gardner embodies many characteristics that our research participants identified as inspiring. So, I meet a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, and sometimes I just ask for their life story, their opinion, their perspective on things that I'm creating so that you guys can feel more, it can resonate with you on a more personal level. So we're going to break this down, y'all. These are common traits of individuals that run, not walk, they run into the energy of inspiration, and they represent it every day of their life. The number one trait that comes with inspiration, y'all, is persistence. Remember how Chris never gave up in The Pursuit of Happyness? Even when him and his son was homeless, y'all. Come on now. Think about that for a second. Take a step back and pause. You know how inspired you have to be if you don't have a home? You don't have a home. You're scraping for food. You're scraping for pennies. Do you know how much persistence Chris had to embody in order to garner up just enough inspiration to create a potential action towards that inspiration, y'all? It's very important that when you're inspired, you find a way to use that energy because it's momentum. If you haven't mastered inspiration, inspiration can come and go. And when it goes, it goes. You feel it. You feel unmotivated. You feel like nothing can move in your life. But you're not recalling the point in time of how you felt when you were inspired. When you are inspired is the time to move, to create, to perform actions, to go forward in your life. To be that dog, to be that spiritual presence, to be the one in your family that changes your family tree, to break those curses, to be an example. Be the inspiration, y'all. You are the inspiration, nobody else. Stop looking left and right, up and down for inspiration. You are the inspiration. You just have to put yourself in positions to receive that energy, y'all. And once you have the energy of inspiration, it's your obligation to maximize the momentum that's built up behind inspiration. Because inspiration is trying to tell you something. It's a signpost. Hey, look at me over here. This is something exciting for you to do in life. It doesn't have to be drawn out and lifelong, y'all. It can just be a season of your life. That's okay. But if you're inspired by it, tap into it. Focus on it. Hone in. Hit the target. Wear that bad boy out as much as possible, y'all. Okay? Another trait that's related to people that stay in the state of inspiration. They uphold honesty and they have integrity. If you remember, Chris always strived to do the right thing, even in his toughest situations, y'all. He kind of had it what people would consider bad, y'all. But because he was honest and upheld his integrity, that now when the inspiration, the persistency meets the honesty and integrity, oh man, that builds up so much core energy. You're rising the motivation. And once your motivation is rising, the inspiration is starting to create and shake your world. When inspiration shakes your world, what happens when you shake a pear tree, for instance? Like this big old, I seen a video, this is a big old machine grabbed this pear tree or whatever tree, it was a fruit tree, and it starts shaking it. Things fall out. Things fall out the tree. Your fruit drops out the tree. Once you're tapped into that inspiration and you're building up that persistency, that machine has to be persistent shaking it. And it has to uphold its integrity in order to get the fruit. Okay? Another very important trait is that a person that resonates and lives in the inspirational state is they're responsible and accountable, and they hold they self responsible and accountable before others. If you remember in that movie, Chris, he was a dad. A homeless dad, y'all. But that didn't matter. He knew that he had to make choices in a place of inspiration in order to elevate and shake that tree in his life and shake the foundation of his life so that he can start getting the fruits he deserved in the first place. He would never actually got to be there if he didn't allow himself to receive and be his own inspiration. When you see something or somebody doing something that you consider inspirational to you, what's actually happening metaphysically, it's not that that person is inspiring you. Just so you know, that person is a mirror to you. You within your own energy. Your own energy. You are the creator of your reality in many senses. So with your own energy, y'all, you're creating this place of inspiration. That's your energy. Nobody else doing it for you. So that's why you have to be more aware and more conscious of holding yourself responsible and accountable when things start moving in the right direction of your life. And even if they not, guess what? You create the momentum. And you can do it at any point in time. Drop of a dime. Just like that. Yes, you. Okay? Another thing about people that just resonate in the inspirational state is they're approachable, y'all. When Chris was struggling, y'all, he remained kind and open to others. Imagine that. You want to feel inspired. You want to be inspired. You actually get inspired, but then you're not approachable. The person that's ready to send you to the network that you need, to the job you need, give you the car you need, hook you up with the person you need to be hooked up with, place you where you need to place, give you the home you need. That person is wanting to approach you. But because you're not approachable, you cold-hearted, your heart shut off, you don't trust, you feel like you've been beaten up in life, you feel like everybody is out to get you, you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and there's no way to get it off your shoulders. I'm gonna let you know right here and right now. And that's why I say it's very important what I do here, because what we do is we create vibrancy within your mind. We're exploring the vibrant mind. Once you start building up that vibrancy, that frequency within yourself, within your life, y'all, those perspectives that you thought were true will no longer hold any weight. They will be paperweight. They will be like a paper plane. They just fly away. That's the point of all of this, y'all. So remain approachable even in your hardest moments, especially if you experience a moment of inspiration. Okay? Discipline. That's another core trait. That's another core trait of inspiring individuals, y'all. Chris' dedication to his internship and to approving his circumstances was unwavering. Like I say, he had that dog in him. Or whatever your preferred animal to use in that blank right there. Lion, tiger, eagle, cow, I don't know. Had that dog in him, y'all. But that's what we here for, y'all. So, let me get that down. Yep. So, another thing that individuals that are inspiring will experience is putting themselves in positions to be in the right environment. The environment that inspires us often challenges us. And just pause for a moment. When you decide to play any game whatsoever, it can be a card game, it can be a console game, a computer game, a puzzle, whatever you decide, y'all, what inspires you to play that game? If you just knew as soon as you play that game, automatically you're gonna win, with no thought, no process, no challenge, you're gonna be uninspired. You're gonna be like, ugh, that's too easy, man. I just don't want to play it no more. I've mastered it. That's the same thing. The same thing holds true to the power of inspiration. Your environment matters to you feeling and being inspired. You have to put yourself in position to be in an environment that stretches you, challenges you to some extent, y'all. In the case of Chris, the environment was the competitive world of stock trading, and in his soul path, that was exactly what he needed. That was the exact challenge he needed. So, inspiring individuals put themselves in inspiring environments. Inspiring environments are those environments that are challenging. They challenge you to become a better person, a better thinker, a sharper decision maker. You're putting your energy to a more efficient use in your life. Now, if you want to just sit down and be lazy all day, hey, this ain't the channel for you. I'm not gonna judge you, but around here what we do is create vibrancy in your life. And the way to create vibrancy in your life is to understand the mind of a vibrant individual. A vibrant individual generates inspiration from within all the time, y'all. Constantly. Because they're putting themselves in position, y'all. They have the traits of persistency, honesty, and integrity. They hold themselves accountable. They're very responsible with their time and their energy. They're approachable. They're disciplined. Okay? So, the impact of inspiration and why this is even so important to even speak on in the first place, y'all. The impact of inspiration. Inspiration isn't just a fleeting feeling. No. And let me pause there. I'm going to give you the metaphysical meaning of inspiration according to truthunity.net. The metaphysical meaning of inspiration. Inspiration, the breath of the spirit. You're breathing in the spirit. The breath of God infused into man, endowing him with a super light and life. He breathed on them and sat unto them. Receive ye the Holy Spirit, according to John 20:22. And that's the biblical term. And that's another thing about a vibrant mind. It doesn't matter the source as long as the source inspires you. Okay? So don't get so caught up in the source itself. Does it inspire you? And if it doesn't, does it challenge you? Because challenging is just another word for inspiration. Okay? So, another way to look at it in a metaphysical term is inspiration. It's a spiritual energy, y'all. Stop playing. It's a spiritual energy. An inflow of divine ideas. Wow. Imagine that. Inspiration is an inflow of divine ideas. Activity of a spiritual character. Understanding that comes from God. Wow. Oof. My skin started crawling as I was reading it, y'all. It's so powerful, man. That's the impact of inspiration, y'all. Stop playing in your life. It's time to take off the gloves. It's time to get inside your mind, inside your heart, inside your spiritual practices, y'all. It's time to tune in. And so that you can be walking inspiration for yourself. And guess what? As soon as you feel inspired every day, you're only attracting other inspired individuals or individuals that are looking for inspiration. It's powerful, y'all. So, inspiration isn't just a fleeting feeling. It has real tangible effects on your life. Let's look at how inspiration impacted Chris Gardner's life and how it can impact ours. Alright? First thing, meeting personal and business needs. The inspiration drove Chris to pursue a career that could provide for his son. So, there's many ways to look at that, y'all. He could have just got a job to take care of his son. Why didn't he go to a job? You ever thought of that? In the pursuit of happiness, why didn't Chris just go after any random job, y'all? Because he was inspired by something bigger, something greater, something more aligned with his potential in the first place. He was inspired. And the inspiration was just the beginning. He had to act on the inspiration to even have the potential of creating the reality that he was inspired by. It's double folded. You can't just be inspired and not perform action and expect your life to change. Okay? Problem solving. That's another impact of inspiration, y'all. Inspired thinking. Because let's go back to the metaphysical definition. Let me get it. An inflow of divine ideas or understanding that comes from God. Telling you, y'all. Problem solving. You're going to be able to solve problems with the understanding that comes from God. Oh my goodness. That's why it's so impactful to become and be and act on your inspirations in life, y'all. Understand. You don't have to understand. That's the beautiful part about the understandings that come from God. You don't have to understand. You just got to know it's coming from God. And you know it's coming from God when it inspires you. It inspires you to move in a direction that creates a healthy or challenging or more beautiful life for you. Okay? Inspired thinking helped Chris navigate homelessness. Navigating homelessness, that sounds very challenging. Okay? But he was inspired with the understanding of God. This ain't your natural state to be here. I'm going to send you inspiration. Now, if Chris never acted on the inspiration, he may still have been in the position he was in, or worse. I think it's worse when you get inspiration and you don't act on it and your situation just stay the same or changes for the worse. To me, that's worse, to actually have the potential of the understanding from God knocking on your forehead and you just sit there like, huh? What you want me to do? Huh? What should I do with this? Act. That's what you should do with it. Act on the inspiration in a way that you can conjure up in your mind and your imagination. It don't have to be this massive thing that you have to work towards. It can be simple. You can be inspired to write a poem. Come on, something simple. You can be inspired to master how to make coffee. Come on, y'all. We ain't talking about woo woo wah wah. We talking about practical things that you can use in your life and apply in your life. Inspiration can change your being because it's coming from the understanding of God, and it's coming to you through you. It's not there for no reason. You're not inspired for no reason. You seen somebody painting and you like, wow, I want to know how to do that. Then start drawing instantly. Really, this was an amazing book. I wonder, can I write a book? Start writing a book. You don't know the how things will unfold. All you need to know is that you were inspired. And let's do this. Let's say you receive an inspiration. You act on the inspiration. And things don't go as you anticipated. The fact that you acted on the inspiration means right around the corner, because you conjured up that ability and that responsibility and that accountability to act on your inspiration. Right around the corner is a bigger and greater inspiration coming your way. It's coming because you acted on it. You've proven that you want to act on inspiration, so you will be able to build on that last experience. That last experience is not insignificant. It taught you something. Even if it taught you, I don't want to do that. But the fact you acted on it, y'all. Come on. That's going to create the opportunity for more inspiration to enter your life. So, another impact of inspiration in the pursuit of happiness is personal growth, y'all. Through Chris's journey, he developed a whole ton of skills and strengths he never knew he had. Why didn't he know? Why didn't he know he had it? All he did know was that he was inspired. And what did we say inspiration is? It's the understanding that comes from God. Y'all need to stop playing with me, man. It's time to go ahead and elevate your mind and get in your mind and get in your vibrancy and create that vibrancy. Vibrant works. That's the whole point of this. Being a vibrant individual, a vibrant mind works. It works for you. It works on you. It works through you. It works out of you. Okay? So, our research shows that inspiration can lead to increased, just living in inspiration and acting on it. It can lead to increased well-being, life satisfaction, and even innovation in our personal and professional lives, y'all. Come on, man. Stop playing. That's why inspiration matters, man. These are lessons from the pursuit of happiness, by the way, if you're just tuning in. All right. So, cultivating inspiration. So, how can we invite more inspiration in our lives? You're probably thinking that I done went on this long. You probably think, how do I cultivate some inspiration then? You said inspiration, this thing to have, the thing to be. How can I cultivate it? Just wait a minute. Slow down. I got you. You feel me? Here are some strategies illustrated by Chris Gardner's journey. Okay? Number 1, stay open. Open-hearted and open-minded to new experiences. Chris was open to learning about the stock market when the opportunity arose. Now, imagine he wasn't open. His entire story of becoming this huge successful person would have ended right there if he was not an open-minded, open-hearted individual. He wasn't worried about being hurt because he had already been hurt. That's the thing about inspiration too. It's because it's the understanding that comes from God. It transcends hurt. Hurt don't matter when you're inspired, because it's pulling you and drawing you to a direction that you should have already probably did a long time ago. You should be thankful that inspiration is still trying to knock you on the forehead. Okay? Another way to cultivate the inspiration, y'all, these strategies. Face your challenges in your life, big or small, y'all, head on, like a bull. Instead of giving up, Chris saw each obstacle as an opportunity to grow. When you start saying, forget this, I'm going to finally deal with that debt. I'm going to finally deal with that baby mama, baby dad. I'm going to finally deal with that nagging knee issue. I'm going to finally deal with that bill that's behind, that vehicle that's been stuck in the front yard for so long. I'm going to finally deal with my challenges head on. I'm going to take accountability. I'm going to put it all on me. That's the challenge and the energy that's going to create the portal of inspiration to enter your life, even if you think it's unrelated to what you actually want to achieve in life or accomplish in life. Inspiration doesn't come in one way when you're in a vibrant mind, a vibrant individual. It comes in all kind of ways. Seriously, you'll be surprised at the things you may get inspired. I'm inspired to wash the dishes. I'm inspired to put a little bit more gas in my tank today. I'm inspired to cook. Little things, y'all. All of those things create that momentum. Because even though you may not see it correlated to this bigger piece of the puzzle, it's all connected. Okay? Another strategy is to surround yourself with motivating people. Chris sought out successful people in his desire field. He wasn't playing that. He only wanted to talk to people that knew what they were talking about, that knew more than him, that had the answers. And he stayed open enough to receive criticism and receive feedback. He didn't take it personal. Okay, y'all? Put yourself in positions. You may have to let some folk go to actually get inspiration in your life. If they ain't inspired you by now, they ain't meant to be in your life. Straight up like that. You feel me? Okay? Alright. Never stop learning. Chris constantly educating himself, even while struggling with being homeless, man. Y'all, man, look. If a homeless person that has a child and he has responsibilities, if he's able to remain in the openness to receive further education, to act on his inspirations, and to hold himself accountable to still take care of his son no matter what, if he can do that, what are you doing? Seriously. What are you doing? It's time. It's time to stop playing games. Life is a game, but the games you've been playing, what they say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You've been playing the wrong game. You've been asking yourself the wrong questions. It's time to stop that. Cut all that out immediately. It's painful when you rip off that band-aid. It's painful. But as soon as you rip it off, it start healing in the correct manner where it's not dependent on that band-aid anymore. You don't have to depend on them folk. Even folk you've loved for many, many years. Friends you've loved for many, many years. Love them. That part is fine. But if they not inspiring you, if your environment is not inspiring you, what are you really doing? Life is a game, but you playing the wrong game. If you're not inspired, if you don't have inspiration coming in your life left and right, synchronicity lining things up in a way that's so magical, so beautiful, stop playing, y'all. This for real. Okay? This is super for real. We got to get it together, y'all. All right. Never stop learning, man. Put yourself in position to listen to videos like this. If you listen to me, wonderful, great. I do this for me, y'all. If you catch on, that's you. Beautiful. Stick to it. Even if it's not with me, stick to it. Pursuing that education, that knowledge that you need to elevate yourself. Okay? Number 5. Maintain a positive outlook on life. Despite his circumstances of being homeless and not having a job or anything going right for him, y'all, Chris remained optimistic about his future. Why would he remain optimistic about his future in his situation, y'all? When everything feels like he's down and out, nothing's working out. How in the world could he possibly feel optimistic? It's because he was in tune with his inspiration. He allowed divine ideas to flow in his life. He had the activity flowing to him through his spiritual character, his spiritual body. He had the understanding that was coming from God, that this is bigger than I. This is we. This is one. This is everything that matters. I have to stay inspired, and I have to be inspired, and I have to generate and create inspiration in others. So inspiration, like happiness, can feel like a pursuit. And look, man, you can start there feeling like you have to pursue happiness or pursue inspiration, but it's already there, y'all. It's knocking on your head, knocking on your heart, straight up. You just haven't been acting on it so long, you don't even recognize the language that's coming through. You don't even recognize the energy coming through. Okay? It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the big aha, instantaneous moment. What it's about is practical things. It's about staying open. It's about facing your challenges and continuously striving for growth. Remember, as Chris Gardner said, the cavalry ain't coming. You've got to do it yourself. Inspiration is within you, y'all, waiting to be awakened by your experiences, your challenges, and your dreams. It's in you. It's waiting. It's trying to rise. You're pushing it down. You're ignoring the signals because you're not acting on your inspirations. The more you act on it, the more inspired you'll be every day. You'll be inspired by a tree just being a tree, a bird flying in the sky. The most simplistic things in life can provide a source of inspiration once you understand that the inspiration that you are already and that's been coming to you, you have to listen and act on it to activate the understanding that comes from God. Okay? Now, I love to hear about y'all experiences with inspiration. Have you ever had a Chris Gardner moment where inspiration drove you to make a significant change in your life? Share your stories in the comments below. And if this video inspired you to think differently about inspiration, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on living your best life. Until next time, keep pursuing your happiness and let inspiration be your guide. All right, y'all, we're going to get out of here. Stay vibrant. Like I said, vibrant works. And y'all have to stay in tune with the power of inspiration, y'all. We out. Be blessed.